It's time now for US News with the Queen of American showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield. And Kinsey, good news. The icing on the cake for Wimbledon, a very special guest in the audience.
Oh, I mean, I think we've been so excited at the idea of the Princess of Wales returning. She is expected to return to Wimbledon tomorrow for the men's final and present the winner's trophy. The Princess of Wales has been patron of the All England Club for 8 years now. She took it over from Queen Elizabeth, who had served in that role since 1952. A club spokesperson had told us a few weeks ago, and I believe we actually spoke about this, that they were giving the princess as much flexibility as possible when it came to an appearance at Wimbledon, saying we're hopeful that the princess will be able to present the trophies, but her health and recovery is the priority, and that they were just giving her as much flexibility as she needed, because at the time, a few months ago, or what was it, just a month ago now, she told us that she did hope to attend the occasional engagement here and there over the summer, but she had urged the public to bear with her because, like many cancer patients, she had good days and bad days.
Well, indeed. Well, I cannot wait to see her in action tomorrow. The tennis is one thing. That's a sideshow compared to getting to see the Princess of Wales, watching tennis and, of course, doing her royal duties and hopefully continuing in her recovery. Speaking of recovery, another heroic princess returns to the front line.
That's right. That's Princess Anne. She returned to public duties this week. This was the first time we'd seen her since she suffered a concussion. They're calling this a phased return to duties. So expect Princess Anne to be gradual as well. Although I would say far more aggressive. She is just so determined to get back to work because that is who she is. But the 73-year-old princess spent 5 nights in a hospital after she was struck by a horse. This was back in June. And she made an appearance at the Riding for the Disabled Association's National Championships. The association is celebrating its 55th anniversary, and Princess Anne became a patron of that organization all the way back in 1971. She became president in 1986. The princess, of course, an Olympic medal winning equestrian. And this is obviously a sincere passion for her. She presented nearly 24 awards and she met with the winners. And it was actually really cute because the Prince and Princess of Wales sent via Instagram and Twitter a message welcoming Princess Anne back to royal duties, calling her a super trooper, adding, "So great to see you back so soon."
She is such a fabulous person. I'm such a big fan of Princess Anne. Prince Harry, not so much. The row around an award that he received this week rumbles on. Does he have a case to answer? Can you tell us about the story and why people are so cross about it?
I mean, here in America, over 77,000 people signed a petition asking ESPN to reconsider giving Prince Harry this Pat Tillman Award for service. I think that what you're seeing is Harry and Meghan's fairy tale in the States. It's coming to an end. This American experiment has proven actually to be a PR nightmare for Harry and Meghan, with the Times writing, I believe it was today, the title was "Amid Award Backlash, Is America Falling Out of Love with Harry?" And to that, I'd say, Mark, clearly the Times has not been watching our conversations over the last few years, because we can tell you very bluntly, yes. They quote Newsweek, which has been very favorable towards Harry and Meghan. They reported that Meghan's popularity, her fan base, appears to have collapsed almost completely, with just 1% of boomers feeling very positive about Meghan. It cited a YouGov poll in May showing that she was disliked by 65% of Britain, including 45% whose views of her were very negative. So, you saw a lot of backlash over Prince Harry accepting this trophy. This was a war hero who this trophy was named after, who lost his life in Afghanistan, sacrificed himself for a bigger cause, left the glitz and glamour and the money. And people really feel like Prince Harry is now chasing the dollar versus living the life of service that Pat Tillman lived. And that is where you're really finding frustration here in the States. And that is why you're seeing people really disappointed in Prince Harry for actually going through with this and accepting this award.
Although the guy did set up the Invictus Games, which is there to recognize injured servicemen and service women. So do you not think in some ways he was an appropriate winner?
Well, I think that he would really appreciate you giving him that much credit. But 4 years ago, Mark Dolan, Prince Harry couldn't even figure out how to pay his own phone bill. He didn't own a couch. So I highly doubt it was Prince Harry that single-handedly set up the Invictus Games. Something tells me that those men in gray suits had a lot to do with where do the porta potties go? What are people going to wear wristbands? Are people going to wear lanyards? I mean, Prince Harry is not the one making those decisions. It was the royal family. It was the palace that put together the template for Prince Harry to have the Invictus Games when they were, quite frankly, sick of naked Vegas romps. They had to give the guy something to keep him busy. Otherwise, he was going to continue to embarrass them. Is the Invictus Games an incredible cause? Yes. Thank God the royal family funded it and helped him to create this incredible cause. I'm sure that he's learned a lot through it. Hopefully it's humbled him. And moving forward, I hope that he really utilizes it to elevate those veterans that participate in the cause.
And briefly, Kinsey, Hollywood actor Alec Baldwin accidentally shot dead his director of photography, the lead camera woman on the set of his film Rust. But this week, he walks free, case dismissed. Will he act again?
Oh, yeah. I mean, 40 years in this business, he's got plenty of friends in high places. He is an award-winning actor, but the prosecution messed up big time. And Alec Baldwin is not going to have to face the consequences that Helena Hutchins' family really wished he was going to have to face. And hopefully the prosecution's sitting back and looking at some of their errors today.
One rule for the elite, another for us. Kinsey will catch up in a week's time. My thanks to the Queen of US showbiz, royal and political reporting, Kinsey Schofield.